Montana at Midnight. Chapter 1. A small boat travels across a misty sea. The boat rocks gently, mist swirling around the group. Tyrone sits at the bow, arms crossed, his glowing runes flickering between different hues of red, clearly annoyed. Moira sits beside Frank at the stern, her tail flicking as she fiddles with a small glowing orb. Dutch lounges lazily in the middle of the boat, his sleek black fur glistening faintly in the damp air, a wide grin on his face.
So, Tyrone, tell me again. You didn't even know her actual name? You called your true love the same thing as all of her customers?
Sounding gruff, his runes flashing a dark red, Tyrone responds, I already told you. She was misunderstood. We connected on a deeper level.
Dutch leans forward, dramatically, his black tail flicking as he presses on. Oh yes, incredibly passionate, I'm sure. Did you decide to go turncoat before or after she batted those long lashes of hers? Or maybe it was the way her tail...
Tyrone stands up suddenly, the motion causing the small boat to wobble. Dutch! Enough!
The berserker's runes pulse a deep crimson, and the boat continues rocking precariously. Moira lets out a yelp, clutching Frank's arm to steady herself.
Moira cries out, sounding alarmed. Oh, calm yourself, Tyrone. You'll lay us all taking a dip if you keep that up.
Finally, Frank speaks in a quiet but firm voice. Tyrone, sit down. Dutch, stop pushing him.
Dutch mock gasps, hands clutched dramatically against his chest. Me? Push? I would never. I'm simply conducting a necessary inquiry, betraying the Fellowship for a... What's the term? Strumpet in distress. Scandalous.
Tyrone sits down reluctantly, his runes dimming to a simmering orange. Daisy is special. You just don't understand.
Grinning as she leans over the edge of the boat, Moira chirps. Aye, Dutch, you're just pure jealous. Poor Tyrone's got all the luck with the lasses, eh? Maybe if you weren't covered in black fur, you'd...
Dutch interrupts Moira, feigning great offense. Excuse me, madam. This fur is incredibly luxurious. Do you know how many catfolk would kill for this coat?
She snorts before quipping back. Aye, luxurious. If your aims tie meld and tie the shadows, and ye every lassie in the realm of fair fright.
Tyrone sits up a little straighter, smirking slightly, his runes shifting to a soft gold. She's got a point, Dutch. Maybe if you stop talking so much, someone might actually like you.
Dutch splays out dramatically, clutching his heart. Et tu, Tyrone. Betrayed again. First is some furry starlet, and now my own teammate. It stings, I tell you. Almost as much as my claws will when I finally get a hold of Montana.
Frank rolls his eyes, his face bearing a happy grin. Dutch, you're insufferable. Tyrone, ignore him. Moira, stop encouraging them.
Moira nudges Frank, smiling up at him happily. Oh, but it's dead brilliant, my love. Look at his wee fizzog. He's like a smug wee kitten thinking he's all that and a bow-hair mare.
Dutch poses in a stance that he thinks looks heroic, but really comes off as childlike, and says with his bright green eyes beaming, Kitten, I'll have you know I'm full panther. Sleek, deadly, mysterious.
Aye, mysterious like a barn cat chasing shadows.
The group falls into laughter. Even Tyrone chuckles, his runes glowing warm gold. Frank shakes his head, but the corners of his mouth twitch upward.
Frank speaks again in his quietly confident voice, his face still smirking slightly. If you're all done, we're almost there. Let's focus up. Dutch, maybe save the jokes until after we hear from the Queen Mother.
Dutch stands up slowly, in an effort to not unsettle the boat. Then he gives Frank a sarcastic salute. Aye, Captain, but I make no promises.
The mist begins to part, revealing the shadowy outline of a dock on the shore ahead. The laughter fades as the group's focus shifts, tension returning to the air.